What do we think about this one? This photo is said to have been captured on a trail camera in Georgia. I have to admit, the muscle definition on this creature is impressive, but with today's technology, almost anything can be fabricated online, so I'm not sure what to make of it. What do you all think? There's another similar clip, but this one seems to have been taken several years ago. Both seem pretty real to me, though some didn't like that the first one was blurry and only showed their backs. I'm not sure. What do you think?
This was posted by Ian580 on TikTok on October 1st, with the caption, "Scariest moment of my life," claiming to have possibly caught Bigfoot on camera while out in the forest. Ian explains that they were simply sightseeing when they noticed something in the distance. Even while typing, they mentioned still shaking from the encounter. The original video was enlarged by 400%, slowed down by half, and played back repeatedly for viewers to get a better look. Bigfoot sightings have been reported in Oklahoma, with various photos and videos, including game camera footage of a creature running past the camera's frame. The trail camera trigger, explained in detail, uses infrared beams that only activate when detecting movement and temperatures of 70 degrees Fahrenheit or higher. While these cameras have fast trigger speeds, even the quickest can still miss subjects moving through the frame. For this reason, many opt for photos rather than video, as images are captured faster and take up less space on SD cards. A comparison of different photos shows examples of motion blur when animals move quickly through the frame. Then, Lonnie's image is presented, captured in Marshall County, Oklahoma, about 3.7 miles from the nearest road and locked behind multiple gates. Lonnie says he's not sure what the creature is, but provides details for size comparison. A ratchet strap, visible in the background, is about 7 feet off the ground, and the tree is 15 feet away from the camera. Based on this, the creature seems to stand over 7 feet tall, possibly exceeding 8 feet, ruling out most humans. Statistically, only 150 to 200 people in the US are over 7 feet tall, making it more likely, according to Lonnie, that this creature could be an Oklahoma Sasquatch.
Let's take a look at some intriguing Bigfoot footage captured by a trail camera and posted to TikTok on December 10th, 2023. At first, the video seems uneventful, but then, what appears to be the legendary Bigfoot emerges from behind the snowy trees. It seems that this elusive creature didn't notice the trail camera until it was too late. Despite a brief glitch in the footage, the figure is still clearly visible. A closer look reveals that the creature has long, dark hair covering its entire body. Its facial features are obscured due to the darkness of its appearance, adding to the mystery. The figure is also notably wide and broad-shouldered, traits commonly associated with Bigfoot. The exact location where this footage was taken hasn't been revealed, but it's speculated to be somewhere in the northern US. Recently, more and more Bigfoot sightings have been reported. Could this be due to advances in technology, with more trail and security cameras in use? Or is the Sasquatch population actually growing rapidly?
The following footage appears to show a close-up of a Sasquatch's face. A man named Todd claims to have discovered a location in the woods where a Bigfoot frequently roams. Along with his claims, he provides video evidence, capturing the creature. On multiple occasions, each time up close. It seems that this Bigfoot-like creature prefers to stay hidden, blending in with the surrounding foliage, but Todd has still managed to film it. The creature has an eerie appearance, with brownish hair around its head, dark eyes, and a human-like mouth. It also features a large nose and distinct bone structure. The footage is quite compelling, though the exact location remains undisclosed, as Todd appears to be keeping it a secret to protect the creature's habitat. These creepy close-up videos may provide some of the most convincing evidence of Bigfoot's existence.
This trail cam footage is some of the most convincing I've ever seen. To fully appreciate it, it's important to understand how trail cameras work. Like most, this one activates only when two conditions are met: heat and motion. The heat must come from a living creature. In this case, the camera started recording because of a raccoon in the foreground. However, in the background, a massive creature is visible. The creature in the distance was too far to trigger the camera on its own, meaning that without the raccoon's presence, this footage would never have been captured. What are the chances that the raccoon triggered the camera just in time to catch this mysterious figure? This couldn't have been staged, as a wild raccoon can't be a planned participant. What makes the footage even more compelling is the creature's size. The ground slopes downward behind the raccoon, suggesting that this figure is enormous. Some estimates say it could be around 10 feet tall. The broad, defined shoulder visible in the footage also indicates it's a real shoulder, not part of a costume. While we only see a portion of the figure, many believe it could be Bigfoot. The fact that the raccoon triggered the camera and the unsettling feeling reported by the camera's owner when reviewing the footage adds to its authenticity. This brand new Bigfoot trail cam photo comes from Mossy Rock, Washington, and was highlighted on February 28, 2024. A man living on a wooded property began hearing strange, persistent noises coming from the woods behind his home. These sounds, described as unidentifiable yelling and screeching, were accompanied by significant movement in the nearby vegetation. Eventually, the man decided to set up a trail camera in the area where the noises seemed to be coming from. After some time, his camera was triggered, and this is the image it captured. The photo shows a massive, ape-like creature, though it's far too large to be a typical ape. It resembles an ape on steroids, with an incredibly muscular body, from its chest to its arms and shoulders, covered in dark black hair, which appears lighter around the chest. When zooming in on the face, it has some monkey-like features, but there is something distinctly human about it. Both the trail cam owner and viewers believe this could be a genuine Bigfoot sighting, especially considering the eerie screeching and howling noises typically associated with Bigfoot, along with the intense movement in the woods and the remarkably clear, close-up photo. Mossy Rock, Washington, is well known as a Bigfoot hotspot, with many sightings and encounters reported in the area, which adds to the credibility of this evidence. This video reportedly shows close-up, clear footage of a Yeti. Not much is known about its origin, adding to the mystery. In the video, a man is hiding in a bush while filming this seemingly angry, giant creature.
Тихо. Что он там делает, а? Господи, только не мой новый смартфон. Ой, прям на нас. Господи! Ой, ты, батюшки мои, босса!
The Yeti appears to be raiding a campsite and becomes enraged, grabbing a bag and throwing it around while moving toward the man hiding in the bush. The creature then stumbles, falls, and the video abruptly cuts off. While the video could easily be staged due to how close the creature is and how it falls near the man, its realism raises questions. The Yeti is estimated to be around 8 feet tall, much larger than any human. It's covered in white fur, has a dark face, and its muscles are clearly defined.
Прям на нас. Господи! Ой, ты, батюшки мои, босса!
This video has been circulating on social media, so I wanted to share it with you all. Could the man have genuinely been at his campsite when this creature appeared, forcing him to hide in the bush? Is this real footage? That's for you to decide.
Тихо. Что он там делает, а? Господи, только не мой новый смартфон. Ой, прям на нас. Господи! Ой, ты, батюшки мои, босса!
This incredibly clear Bigfoot photo was released on April 21st, 2024, with the caption stating that a female hiker captured the image in a remote region of British Columbia, Canada. It's being hailed as one of the clearest photos of Bigfoot ever taken. The woman was reportedly hiking up a hill in this isolated area when she spotted the Sasquatch-like creature. She quickly pulled out her phone, snapped a picture, and then the creature turned around and swiftly disappeared down the other side of the hill. The front of its head appears hairless, and its appearance is described as quite unsettling. The face looks like a blend between human and primate, surrounded by thin, dark hair. while only the upper portion of the creature is visible, making it hard to estimate its height. Its body seems to be covered in brownish fur. A closer look at its features reveals dark eyes, a pronounced brow ridge, strong cheekbones, a large nose, and an almost human-like mouth, all traits commonly associated with Bigfoot sightings. Once again, this sighting comes from British Columbia, a region that has recently had numerous reports of Bigfoot activity. It's definitely some compelling evidence. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This brand new Bigfoot sighting was released on September 28, 2024, just under a week ago. The encounter comes from a lone hiker who was deep in the forest, enjoying a hike. While the exact location hasn't been revealed, we know he was miles into the wilderness somewhere in the US. Surrounded by thick vegetation, the hiker still managed to spot and film the creature. The stabilized video shows a jet black hairy figure making its way through the dense foliage. It's slightly hunched over, with broad shoulders and the classic dome-shaped head. The hiker believes it might be a juvenile sasquatch due to its smaller size compared to typical reports. The creature moves slowly, either unaware of the hiker watching or perhaps trying to quietly get away. This footage is being praised as groundbreaking. Upon closer examination, its walk is unusual. It's bipedal and human-like. But something about its movement seems odd, almost as if it's slinking by. Since this is such recent footage, it hasn't yet been thoroughly examined by experts, but I'll keep you updated when more information becomes available. In the meantime, let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
On the night of June 15th, 2024, a man decided to go hiking alone in the woods, something many would advise against, not just due to the known risks, but also because of the unknown dangers lurking in the darkness, especially in remote areas. Nevertheless, this brave adventurer ventured out, armed with a flashlight and a camera, hoping to capture something eerie in the late hours of the night. Unfortunately for him, his wish was granted.
What the hell is that? What the hell is that, man? Hello? What the hell? Bro, it's got hands. What the hell is that? Oh my god, oh my god. Holy shit.
It's clear from the footage that the man is deeply unsettled by what he encounters. A short, hairy creature with glowing red eyes is staring directly at him, swaying slightly. Then, the creature lifts its hand, which looks terrifying, dark in color, with sharp, light-colored claws at the tips of its fingers. The man hides behind a tree, terrified that the creature might attack. When he cautiously peeks around the corner again, it has vanished. The man is convinced that he encounters something supernatural that night. While he doesn't know exactly what the creature was, he's grateful to have escaped with his life.
Here's some astonishing and highly convincing evidence of Bigfoot that was released on September 27, 2024, just a week ago. The encounter took place in the San Luis Valley, Colorado, and was submitted to the Bigfoot investigative group Rocky Mountain Sasquatch by a man named Jeff. He mentions that the photos were taken by his uncle, though he isn't sure which road they were on, just that it was one heading out of San Antonio. The uncle had pulled over due to car troubles and discovered strange tracks on a dirt path. Since it had rained the night before, the footprints were clearly visible. Jeff notes that the strides of these prints were at least double that of a human's, with the footprints measuring about 1.5 times larger than a size 12 work boot. You can see the work boot tracks alongside the creature's prints, which were headed back in the opposite direction. Jeff points out that his uncle weighs around 250 pounds and barely sank into the dirt at all, while the creature's prints are much deeper. This indicates that the creature must have been of an immense size to leave such defined and sunken footprints. The tracks reportedly continued for a while before veering off into the grass and brush. Rocky Mountain Sasquatch adds that a size 12 work boot measures approximately 14 inches from heel to toe, meaning that if the tracks are indeed 1.5 times larger, they would measure around suggested that these could belong to an animal, like a bear, but anyone familiar with bear tracks knows they look nothing like this. These prints resemble excessively large human footprints, which are characteristic of Bigfoot or Sasquatch.
On January 28, 2024, a chilling piece of footage emerged, although the exact location remains unclear. A family was reportedly fishing in a remote forest when they began to feel an unsettling sensation, as if they were being watched. They tried to dismiss the feeling, but it persisted until they finally spotted something unusual, blending into the trees on the opposite bank of the river. At first glance, it doesn't seem like much, but then it starts to shift and take on a human-like form. The dark shadow moves slightly before ultimately vanishing. However, if you look closely, you can still make out its outline even after it disappears, suggesting that it is still present. This being appears capable of shape-shifting and camouflaging itself within the trees, remaining undetected until it chooses to reveal itself. The thought of a potentially dangerous creature watching them from the shadows is deeply unsettling. Many individuals worldwide have reported similar feelings of being stalked or observed while in the woods, echoing the family's experience. Could it be that these spirits or beings inhabit the forests, eluding our sight while our instinctive survival senses pick up on their presence?
This incredible shot is undoubtedly the most amazing record of a snowman since the famous Patterson-Gimlin film of 1967. The recording was made last July, near Rocky Mountain National Park in Colorado. In the footage, we see a hairy ape-like creature. Maybe it's a Bigfoot. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Have you ever met a Bigfoot on the way home? So the next footage was shot in Russia, Republic of Bashkortostan, in 2016. Let's see.
Снимаешь? Да, снимаю. Где он? Вон он стоит. Сейчас стой вот так отсюда. Пиздец. Он скрылся. Вон он! Его не видно. Его не видно. Он стоит, он знает, что мы снимаем. Он идет сюда, нет! Не подходи!
If we zoom in on the video, we can see the size of this creature, and how we see it is much taller than the average person. The people who were in the car with the child were scared. It's scary. Leave your opinion in the comments section. What do you think about this video? In this video, a group of teenagers noticed some kind of anomaly on the mountain. Taking a closer look, you can notice a wobbly tree. Let's look at the usual version. If you watch the video, you can see a tall and very strong creature that destroys a tree on the slope. It looks creepy. Now I'll show you the extended versions of the video, and let me know in the comments if you think it's a Bigfoot or another strange wonder of the world.